when we last left off, our intrepid heroes made their way to the exterior of the dwarven Thanehold overlooking the town of Hedrah. They, rather than kicking the doors in right away, decided to be a bit smart and send an itsy-bitsy spider in the form of Achuak through the gates to scout around, and Achuak saw there were plenty of guards, at least one automaton, and, strangely enough, a hobgoblin woman in the fort. The hobgoblin lady left shortly after he arrived, and the party decided to follow her. After a brief mishap that led them into the territory of some Laramps, the party tracked her to a cabin further up the mountainside, where it looked like she was going to meet a very buff orc boy. They did not seem to like the party snooping around in their business, and she tried to jump out the back window and flee, but the party apprehended them with relatively little trouble. She gave them the name of a guard officer that would perhaps, she says, be willing to turn against his master, Bailiff Bromnar, and otherwise regurgitated the secrets that they asked, and then was let go. The party now returns to the town of Hedrah. You've had a chance to take a rest if you need to, or indeed you can take a long rest once you return to town. But things seem to be relatively as they were. There's no sign that some secret alarm was raised and the town is being attacked or anything like that. All is well as you make your way back down the mountain. So, what do?
We gotta get a letter to what's he fucking face.
We have to get something to that guard captain so that he knows to be out of the way.
Yeah.
Do we, could, like, Spider Achuak carry a letter?
Well, I
mean,
do not know what he looks like.
He'll have like a signatory. He'll have a description. He'll look important. He's supposed to be one of the guard captains, like a lieutenant, I believe is his actual role. Player me can't fucking remember.
Let me go pull up this dude's name real quick, because I did write it down.
Yeah. And he's a dwarf, so he will have a livery that matches that particular role.
He should look pretty fancy.
Just second I need to blink.
Though I suppose you wouldn't have context for that.
Yeah. Fair point. I'd help vote, but I suppose I guess we'll have to see if... Oh, you know what? I bet since he's kind of on the out and outs with the guy in charge, he's gonna be the one left waiting in the middle of the night in the cold to stand fucking guard. Mind if I just sneak up there tonight and just see if he's the one at the gate? I don't lose anything by trying.
We definitely need to pace the place.
Yeah, I mean, if not him, then at the very least, like, the guards who are on shit duty are gonna similarly probably not be too best pleased with him, right?
Duty is duty, but...
Yeah, duty's duty, but they'll, you know...
Oh, by the way, on the way down, Achuak has been drawing the interior.
Yeah.
Given that spider has a nice 360-degree view, I could just see how it went like that.
Yeah, you had enough time to explore the place enough to be able to draw a map, and it's only been like an hour or two, so yeah, you can make a sketch of the place. It's basically just a four-pointed, or four chambers, a center chamber between them, and then the throne room, and then beyond that, the apartments. Not a terribly complex place, at least not that you explored.
Well,
All right.
and you know, the whole thing about extrapolating the, like, well, this door was closed, but I went around and the door was closed there too, but it was open from the side and you can look up in the side. Okay,
Yep.
you can go this like that.
Yeah, there are indeed like two doors sealing off the center chamber, but you can enter them through the sides.
And mention the stairs up, the positioning.
Yeah, you can put all that into the map, no problem.
Oh no, I'm actually explaining for the rest of the team.
Okay.
The
All right.
peasant,
My memory
the
isn't
servant was
the most spot on, but I'll try and commit as much of this as I can.
the servants there, the pass up, the massive automaton, sorry, not automaton, the giant living stone.
A golem? That could be very dangerous if they've got one of those.
Yeah, aren't they, like, all but immune to magic? That would be kind of
I mean,
inconvenient.
direct attacks, they could be.
Don't know enough about them myself. I mean, you're trained in magic nerdery. I believe what you say.
Savin, can I make an Arcana check?
Sure.
Alright, is anyone able to assist?
The whole party gives you the poo brain expression.
I don't know. DCL, do you have Arcana? Hey,
Did someone ever go out of their way to train a dog in Arcana? I don't know.
hey, there's worth a fucking chance, you know? You never fucking know until you ask.
That's
Uh,
true.
You're not wrong, also though.
What about one of our allies, like Jakara or Jalinar or Farain? Maybe they are trained in Arcana and might be able to help us.
It's pretty likely Jakara is. She
Let's
is
go.
an artificer after all.
Oh, ask Jakara. She might know.
If she's an
Shit,
artificer,
artificer, yeah.
it may be better for me to assist her. She
Yeah, that sounds like
probably
a-
actually has an int score.
Yeah, Team Poo Brain. Wait, are all of us at 0 or less?
I do not wish to confirm nor deny this.
Hmm.
Oh no, this is like this fucking Sav&D party. You're all retarded. Oh no.
I'm sorry, I'm a fighter.
Oh, you mean I was taking fucking insulted and like, oh no, you mean the evil party?
Yeah, the entire evil party, between the entire team, it turns out that there isn't a single person with a positive strength score amongst them.
And all
The
their
very
ints
first-
are also like 10
Yeah,
or
all
less.
their ints are also garbage. Literally, they're all charismatic dex fags, and it's the funniest shit to me. The first bit of, like, useful loot they got out of a chest was a potion of bulwarking, which is for, like, shoving people around or not getting knocked back. Like, basically, literally, like, holding tunnels and stuff. But no, they are so shitty and weak and dumb.
To
They
put it
can't
into
even
context, we have a
Zombies
gremlin
are way
assisting
stronger
us.
than everyone else.
Yeah, the gremlin is stronger than everyone in the party.
I'm not.
It is a small-sized gremlin that speciality is collecting corpses and vaguely being able to perform surgery. That's all it does.
It is a
And it
corpse
has
gremlin.
a higher int score. It has a higher strength score than all of them.
It's so embarrassing.
Like this fucking tiny little shitbag.
Y'all are fucking disappointment to the glorious muscle group that is Sav&D
A.
crew.
Yeah.
Look, I've got
18.
16. I've got 16 strength. I just don't have 11.
Yeah, see, the Sav&D party has some strength between them. Not everybody has strength, but there's some good strength around.
I mean, we have our poor cursed big dick cat with their broken ass strength.
I will also like to reiterate that, what's his name? Zeus is hella strong. He tamed Dragon Pussy.
Yeah, he is spiritually very strong.
Strong of heart, but dumb of ass.
Yes.
Think
How do you
about
That
say
is-
either?
No, he's not.
No.
He's not. I just love
He's-
that fucking phrase. Strong of heart and dumb of ass is fantastic.
I love that little himbo
Here's the thing,
chart.
he's actually thick of ass because he drank from the horn once and he got in thicken.
That is
True.
both Zuth and Cass are blessed by the horn to just get gigantic booties. Fantastic.
I wanna
Anyway,
know
you
more
should
about
go
it.
ask
I remember session one.
Jakara about things and stuff. Let's get back on track.
Yep. And until night, if they're asking Jakara, I'm gonna see if anyone in town has been in the dwarf hold in vague memory and might be able to tell us more. Preferably no narcs, so I guess Jessica to start. Maybe the girls at the temple.
Well, everyone figure out where you're going, and we'll play out some scenes.
I'm just trying to get this fucking spell card. How do you add roll and like damage?
In the cog, you gotta click it over to from output spell card to attack, and then you'll get the attack rolls.
Ah, okay. There we go. Thank you.
Alright, Koinu, where are you going?
I'll go with Liz to the temple.
Aight. Boop. Victoria, where you go?
I'm not sure what I can do to help at this point.
Why not ask Jessa if she knows anything about the dwarf hold? It's possible she's been in there before. And she's an adventurer. She has useful shit, I'm sure.
Mm,
And also, she likes your hot dick.
Maybe she's seen maybe she knows something about the guard captain. He hasn't come down very often, but
Yeah. Before we split up, should we let them know that we know for a fact that the Thane's dead? Or do we keep that understood until we're done?
No, wait, nobody knows.
Correct. You guys are the only ones in town who know.
Yeah. So it's like, do we keep that to ourselves or do we tell them?
And what would telling accomplish?
Possibly having more people on side to help us more literally, knowing that we could potentially fuck this whole shit up and have the entire backing of the village ahead of time ain't the worst idea. But also at the same time, it could put them at risk, so maybe we do want to keep it to ourselves.
We'll probably
Yeah.
just put them
If
at
we-
risk.
And as well, it would probably end up getting back to the bailiff.
Yeah, maybe. We should leave a letter or something, though, just in case we don't make it back. You don't want to leave them, just completely fucking doomed with no idea that their whole ordeal is totally fucked up. But that'll be for later, and it probably won't matter anyway, because we're going to succeed.
go to the
Hmm.
tap house.
I definitely say don't tell anybody yet, but have a backup plan. But how do we have a backup letter that will only be found when it's needed?
Well, we're borrowing rooms. I just leave the letter in the room.
And then just wait. If we don't come back, they'll eventually clean it out and then see it.
Yeah.
Well, then the question is, if we would tell anyone, who would that ever be the trustworthy?
Jessica.
The dwarf as well?
Jalinar
Yeah, Jalinar is obviously on level.
Yeah,
definitely is.
I would think like Jalinar and Safi too.
Sappy, yeah,
Gosh, she's a sweetie.
she is.
Out of character question. Who was the retired adventurer?
Jessica.
Jessica. That's why I suggested her first.
Okay, no, but mostly because the thing is, if we start an uprising at all, to have the backing up of the town, the unarmed town against armored and armed, it's not gonna really do much.
We have a bunch of weapons that we're hiding, but they're not very good quality weapons. But
Yeah,
It's
but
more
here's
just
the
letting
thing.
them know so they aren't left like defenseless of idea. It would suck if they were totally surprised when martial law's declared when it turns out that this place is fully seceded from fucking Dookie.
And that's the thing. And how many priests or acolytes and shit that actually has healing magic exist?
Ah, like they're all of them. They're great at healing and back rubs.
Yeah, there's Anhole Acolyte in the town.
Well, she's the head priestess. Aren't all of her daughters acolytes?
Uh,
not
they
like
are
the
priests
of the
in the
girls.
literal sense, but they don't have like spell casting. Only Christiana does.
Okay. Well, they give good back rubs.
They do. They
So,
they
yeah.
they know how to heal your emotions and aches and pains, but not your, hemorrhaging
Speaking of
wounds.
AIDS, be right back. Bathroom.
maybe I should try and talk to Safi and Jalinar together. I could invite them to the tap. I could invite them out for a drink at the tap house.
Sure. You can you can stop by there and see if they'll come on by. Achuak, Ruka. Oh, Ruka's left, but Hedrah, where do you want to go?
Well, I'm gonna have to keep, literally an eye on them.
Who is them?
For the insight when you talk to them.
Who is them?
Sapphire and Jalinar.
Okay, so you want to go with this party. Gotcha. Alright,
Yeah.
so let's pick up with Lizbet and Koinu then as you guys approach the Mithrin Temple in the heart of town. As ever, there are a handful of Christiana's bunny daughters hanging outside who will welcome you with open arms and many head rubs for Koinu. And the offer of a scratch between the ears for Lizbet, but they don't really know you as well, so they are more hesitant.
Yes, please, Pats.
Excellent.
We discovered, like, this morning, Pats have magical tummy healing properties.
It's true.
The bunnies look between each
Whole
other and
meal
gasp.
down while getting head pats.
Several more bunnies appear from the shadows and descend upon Lizbet to smother her in head pats and scratches.
Yeah.
And thus you are led inside, surrounded in warmth and comfort.
Just gonna soak up this moment of peace before it all goes to total shit later. the good shit for the brain. Oh, right. I need to talk to your mum. Liz needs to talk to your mum's new best bug friend.
The bunny girls are deeply offended that you would use such foul language in their temple. How dare you? No, not really. But they will clarify that you can just say girlfriend. It's okay.
Well, that puts a relationship on it. Oh, maybe they have one by now. I don't know. I've literally not been able to catch heads or tails of them in between dickings.
Neither have we. So, if they're not in a relationship, they're just in a ship? Or just in a relation?
They are balls deep in lesbians with each other, yeah.
Definitely the first part. Anyway, I'll go see if I can untangle them.
Okay.
And like 10 minutes will pass, during which time some bunny girls will bring down grapes and crackers and try and feed Lizbet.
That poor thing is she just looks so hungry.
She does. They must nurture and cherish and feed. It is their duty.
Well, if they're accompanying the food with head pats, an effort will be made. A successful effort.
Fuck
still.
yeah.
See, the head pats really are magical. You are able to consume a big vine of grapes and some nice crackers. Fill your tummy right up, and by the time you're about finished, the head priestess will come down, still fastening her robe around her waist, and Jakar will follow her down a moment later with a big yawn, and she's not even bothered putting pants on. She's just got her long shirt on. Oh, you guys look hale and chipper, Jakar will say.
Hey, guys.
She will give Lizbet a wink.
Hi.
So, what's up?
You want to go first? I'll yoink Christiana in the meantime.
Sure. So we're doing some recon for our next adventure. And we think there's something that we think might be a golem. Achuak was describing it, and Achuak is Achuak, so I'm not 100% sure if it's right, but it probably is, and we don't know that much about golems, and you're a really smart and sexy artificer, and I was really hoping you would be able to help, thank you.
Jakar will sort of rub her chest. Why, yes, I am all of those things, and Christiana will cut her off. That creature, it's called a monolith. It is their defender left over from ancient times. Just a mindless defender. Stay away from it and you won't have anything to worry about. Kara will huff and slump her shoulders.
Totally outdone.
Wow. Get wrecked.
Sniped.
Priestess will give Jakar a pat on the booty and say, I did live in the Thane hold for quite some time, remember? Yeah, I definitely remember all of that stuff. Yeah, right, of course.
It's, I suppose, about the Thane hold then that I originally wanted to talk to you. We're going to be going in there and could use some second-hand knowledge, or I suppose first-hand knowledge in your case if you are actually there. Some help navigating would be super good, especially to avoid this thing.
Well, it could be anywhere. I wouldn't know where they've stashed it. It does move around on its own. But ask me whatever you like. I'll say what I can to help.
Okay, first of all, are you aware of any sneaky ways in or out of the various rooms?
No, dwarfs don't really do sneaky. Everything's very much large, open archways and solid doors. There's a lot of fanfare when anyone goes from room to room.
Okay. There were apparently some locked rooms at the back. Um, do you know if there's anywhere a key or a gatehouse might be?
Whoever's the captain of the watch should have a key on them. And the bailiff, of course. And the lord.
So just the captain of the watch then.
Well, that would be within your reach, I suppose.
Yep. Let's see here. God, I don't know. I wish there was some role for what's a tactics way in, or how to approach these rooms. In fact, does she know that guard captain? Because we got them by name, but I don't know what they look like. Could she give us a description?
That is a good question, and I will have her roll an int, because it's been a long time since she was a slave up there. Let us find out. Oh, that's a dire intelligence, but... eh.
Hopefully, he would have been one of the good ones.
Unfortunately, the description she will end up giving you is rather
Dwarfy.
unhelpful, for indeed, he is short and stocky and very beardy.
Okay, at least like a hair or beard color.
She remembers it being dark brown or black.
Okay, that is better than nothing for sure. Do the guard captains have any kind of signatory on them, identifying on role like that? Any way to tell them apart?
Yes, they have a tabard over their armor, and they wear very large, pot-like helmets. They're distinctive.
All right, excellent. That also helps quite a lot. Yeah, I think that's everything I was gonna ask.
Yeah, you got, yeah, if we did run into the monolith, how does it actually work?
That I'm not entirely sure, but I do know that if you aren't a dwarf in there, you have to carry around the Lord's seal on you. Perhaps it attacks anyone who doesn't have it. I've never seen it fight myself. Mostly it just stomps around and looks menacing.
So then, yeah, you wouldn't know if it's all smashy or slashy or blasty either.
It does have a very large axe. I remember that much. Considering dwarves made it, I doubt it's got any sort of magic missiles or anything.
I mean, you'd think that, but a whole walking statue is, magic in itself.
Well, I suppose, but still, dwarves are very direct in their application of force.
Yeah, I guess. Dwarves are like the type of people who would just remove one of its arms and replace it with a giant ballista.
Precisely. Jakara scratches her chin for a moment and adds, I wonder if you could put a giant slingshot on the golem. Have a little crew of dwarves carting around behind it.
Giant slingshot?
Well, yes, of course. I mean, you
I'm
can't put
pretty
a
sure
ballista
there
on
are-
it.
I'm pretty sure there's like a religious edict against actually using giant slingshots.
I want to
But they're so cool.
shot.
Yeah, I know, but nobody ever actually uses them. And like the only thing that everyone would respect is the will of the supreme goddess.
Jakara seems to take this as a personal challenge. You can almost see the desire to make herself a giant slingshot formulating.
Please don't do that. Do you guys have any... I was gonna say potions, but I honestly already have a couple. Which I'm pretty sure I bought off you guys.
And I'm very glad you haven't had the occasion to use them then.
Yeah. That occasion's probably unfortunately coming up, though. Do you have any on you, Lizbet?
I have one.
Okay. I have enough money for a whole one more of them if you'd like.
No, thank you.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess that's it. Hugs? Oh, floof my tail, floofly.
Oh, always. Come here, you two.
Yeah.
Jakara will scoot in for a hug.
Heck yeah.
And the daughters all surround you and hug in, and it just turns into a whole thing.
Oh, this is perfect. I need this. This is gonna carry me through. I love this place and I never want to leave.
Oh, we never want you to leave either. We love you guys.
Aw. I have to keep going out and doing good deeds and stuff, though.
Well, no shortage of them around here to be done.
It's a work in progress. We'll get there.
So, meanwhile, across town, Victoria, Ruka, and Achuak approach the general store run by Merchant Safia. It's the middle of the day, so there's plenty of activity about. And she's manning her storefront with Jalinar sitting on a stool nearby, sipping from a tea glass, but you can smell the alcohol from quite a ways off as you approach. Will raises a glass to you as you come over and say, "Well, how'd it go? Didn't think I'd see you being back already."
Oh, well, it went well enough, I suppose. We did gain some some insight.
Wait, are they the only ones in the store at the moment?
No, there's a handful of customers milling about.
Yeah. Just pokes Victoria on the plate there.
Hmm?
Looks around to see it's everyone else.
I know. I was wondering if you guys would be wanting to join me tonight at the tap house for a drink and some food.
Should I join my friends for a drink at the tavern tonight?
It'll be on me.
Ah, you just twisted my arm. I had so many things to do. Ah, you talked me into it. Safia will laugh and say, "Oh, well, okay. I suppose Vaughn's off playing with his friends anyway. I'll leave him dinner and come along."
Wonderful. I look forward to it. There were some important things I wanted to discuss with both of you.
Oh, well, thank you for the anxiety bomb, but we'll see you then.
Okay, so let's head over to the tap house or somewhere else.
Do you want to just skip on to tonight and get the party together for talking with all your friendos?
No,
No?
we're
Alright.
gonna break from them and just on a fucking intersection that splits up down, another one that goes up to the temple. Just Achuak just takes the right path.
Guess Achuak's
That's
gonna
Fox.
go mate with the others.
Alright. So yeah, Koinu, Lizbet, just as you're disentangling yourselves from the bunny collective and heading out the door of the temple, you see your lizard friend approaching.
Hey, Achuak, what's up?
Looks up.
Oh, is something the matter?
There's a lot of things that matters right now. I'm going to purchase one of these red flasks.
Ah, right. I think they're blue in this setting.
Are they?
Another
Yeah.
green.
Oh, they're green in this? Ah, cool.
They're
I don't know
green.
what kind of potion are you talking about.
Healing potion.
Healing.
I always thought the healing potions were blue in D&D.
No, they're traditionally red, I believe.
Red.
But yeah, I suppose you can indeed buy some potions. Indeed, Jakara is still sitting right near the exit, surrounded by bunny girls. She'll greet you, and
Question, did you make them at cost or did she just...
Jakara is willing to make
Full
them
price.
at cost for you guys. It turns out she doesn't have very many material needs at the moment.
Oh, imagine... Achuak gets his bag out and shows that he has 2 gold and 25 silver in it.
Oh, that's a bit of a landfall. All right. You want some healing potions then?
They would serve well.
Alright, I guess I have to go to work now. She'll wave to the priestess and indicate the sack o' gold. Alright, I'll have these done by morning, alright?
Very well. Just walks off.
Alright, tell Farina I said hi.
Okay. Well, he didn't know exactly what the price was, so he left his coin bag with her.
Well,
So-
you will get that many healing potions.
3. That would be 3.
Then, of course, Jakar will give you any change.
So that's 3 extra there, and that would be 32.5. No, 37.5. So you're gone. And you're gone. So you're down to 8. And you're down to 7. And then you are down to 8. There we go.
So yeah, a few hours later we can rejoin our heroes as Jelinar and Safia make their way over to the tavern evening and dinner time. Josephir will pull herself off of Victoria long enough to take drink and food orders and then head to the back room. And the evening is still young yet. Most of the miners are still returning from their work, so tavern is relatively empty. You can discuss what you need to in comparative privacy.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you guys could join me.
Always happy to be here. So, what did you learn? Is the Thane alive? Is he okay?
What did you say? Is the what?
Is the Thane alive?
Jelinar,
yes.
things are not good here.
Well, I fucking knew that, but...
It's about as bad as we had thought it was.
Oh, shit.
Well, not quite as bad. Sun's still kicking,
That is the one good thing, yes.
although locked up and will need tending to.
Oh, well, at least the boy's alive. How about his wife? Did you find her anywhere?
No.
Ah, shit.
What was his Who was his wife?
You guys don't really know. You know her name is Lady Gara, but aside from that, you've barely heard reference to her.
I'm afraid I don't know anything about her.
Well,
Can
she's
you
not...
describe her?
She's not locked up with her husband, then God knows where she's gone off to. She was not around before all this started. And yeah, he will describe her as a particularly small dwarf with long, braided brown hair and very sharp features. She was a strong woman, despite her stature, very sound constitution, fiery temper. Tended to scream and yell at her husband quite a bit, which made Jally laugh at the time, but now that things have gone to shit, now he's a bit concerned. He'll lean in conspiratorially and say, I wouldn't ascribe a bone of malice to her, but still in all, if she's not locked up, I do wonder what happened to her.
Who says that she is locked up?
I mean, if you didn't see her, and you saw the boy...
But I did not see the bailiff.
Did you look everywhere?
There was a place that I could not reach because the door was steel and I could not find a crevice to go through. I had to sprout 4 additional limbs and a carapace.
You know, right, I don't need to know what's in your pants, Achuak. Fuck. But, yeah, maybe he was in the vault then. That sounds like it.
She's not locked up.
Scrooge McDuck in it, I see.
He is a reprehensible individual.
And of course all he fucking cares about is money.
And his failing beard.
His
And
what?
balding hair. Yeah, his beard's thinning out.
Well deserved.
Absolutely.
Sefia will glance around and ask, is that bad amongst dwarves? Yes, Safi. It's very bad. It's very bad.
It's real fucking funny though.
I heard it described as being
Just-
akin to a eunuch, to have your no beard.
Safi will put a hand over her mouth. Oh my.
Or
I mean,
like,
like, even the women have tiny, like, soft little downy beards up to the neck. You know how it is. I won't describe them too deeply, of course. It would get our friend here all flustered.
Please, I have delved deep into many a lush, soft beard in my day.
Of course, of course.
This conversation is
Just,
weird.
just, just,
Ruka's just sitting there going, I didn't understand.
yeah, that's Ruka's. I don't understand. Achuak just sits there like, you mammals are very strange. Makes notes.
So
He's been making notes on all this shit. All the fucking weird, soft, like smooth skin motherfuckers been talking about, just making notes about.
So you mentioned that his wife wasn't around, hasn't been around for a while, since before before the Thane shut himself away.
At least not that I know of, anyway.
If no
Sure
one
haven't
can
seen her
leave-
since I got to the valley.
Well, if no one can leave the valley, and no one can really get in either, she could be in Avara or somewhere else. Well, the city just to the south, and she can't get in because the patrols don't let anyone through.
Mayhaps.
Then let's ask someone that has been here longer than you. Just turns to Sapphire.
I haven't had much cause to interact with the Lord and his family. They're a bit above my station, but Jelly's right. I haven't seen hide or hair of the lady in some time. There had been whispers that she left her husband, but I don't pay attention to that kind of gossip, she says, definitely being the sort of person to pay attention to that sort of gossip.
It's small town merchant, not into gossip. I don't believe it.
Yeah, seems okay.
Yep, no, she's totally on the level. Why would you doubt her?
If I could roll double digit, it would be actually a good number, but
I am wondering why they haven't gotten rid of the Lord's body yet. They just left it sitting in his room to rot.
What? That's disgusting, you bastards.
He's been dead for weeks, apparently, it seems. How
Hey.
far gone? For
one.
a week?
And finished off by poison, no less, or choking.
It could have been choking, too. Yeah.
It could have
There
been
was
either. I did not find any marks for strangulation, so he's either suffocated from something or poison.
Regardless, he's dead, and they just left him there.
That's horrible.
Perhaps Bromnar's not sure if he can if he can even get rid of the body. He's not secure in his position yet. We can't just if the guards know that the Lord is dead.
Well,
Jelly will put up a hand and say, yeah, the burial chambers would be outside the Thanehold itself, so I'm sure the townsfolk would notice if they tried to move a body.
So
well,
can't anyone find out yet.
speaking of dwarves, just turns to Jelenar and just second eyelid blink.
Yes?
Can you describe this guard captain known as, I was gonna say Danish shield, but that's wrong.
Yeah, he's a
It's
very large
very-
sort of teardrop shape.
Yeah, there's like this fucking like infinity circle, like what is it? Mobius ring.
No, Dareth Chain Shield. Get
Yes.
Jalinar will stroke his beard. Yeah, I've met the man a couple times. Why for?
Hopefully he's on side. You know,
What?
thinks that the bailiff is a massive fucking cunt.
What?
We think he's on to what's going on a little bit.
He does not agree with the whole, lord killing thing, and will hopefully help because we don't want to fight an entire everyone.
Where's the fuck did you hear that? That's the fucking bailiff's second cousin.
Huh. Sorry, we did promise to keep that source to ourselves.
Alright. Yeah, he will describe in more detail a short, stocky individual with a beard and dark brown hair.
Yeah.
But you think if you can put your racial prejudices aside for a moment, you could probably pick him out of a dwarf crowd. Maybe.
Out of character,
Specifically,
you really
Jalinar
fucking
will
think a goddamn lizard.
Yeah, okay, everyone but Achuak can... Well, no, Jalinar will probably mostly describe the pattern in which he braids his beard, for that is truly how you tell dwarves apart.
Fucking fingerprints.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that is probably literal enough to help for Arcana, I'd imagine.
Yeah, if it's that detailed.
So yes, he'll describe his beard style for you, the intricate mustachio braids and whatnot.
Yeah, that helps. Weird. I wonder. I guess, he may be related to the bailiff, but he also knows that the bailiff is, as many would say in the dwarfish tongue, a pure dick.
Are you sure about this source of yours?
Not 100%, but at the same time, no reason to believe they'd actually lie.
Be that he holds his oath to the Lord particularly high.
Yeah, he could just, say, not be the worst, unlike the bailiff, who is a scabby prick.
Maybe. Still, you'd think more of the guards would have cottoned on if the Lord's just been dead this whole time. Something feels off about all this.
Yeah, no kidding.
Do you consider it some sort of accident that he would then try to...
They might not know he's dead yet.
Right, but still, how stupid do you have to be to think to not realize your lord's dead if you live in the same building?
They had
Well,
guards on the various floors, and there was this decaying scent.
Yeah.
he is rumored to be very ill. They could be passing it off as a wasting illness.
I guess stench don't travel far in the stone, that's true enough.
As long as they kept the door closed, and if the bailiff was the only one who was allowed to tend to him directly.
Or indeed, the bailiff mistakenly assuming that his relative would be, on his side. Makes a semblance more sense that way, that he'd be our only, ally if we were suddenly to, I don't know, deal with the situation.
Right. So, what can we do about all this? It's not like we can just attack the gates or nothing. We'd get slaughtered.
No, we do have information on a potential way in.
Oh?
Yeah. See, during the war remember during the war with the hobgoblins. As it turns out, they favored a specific tactic for getting into your people's mighty fortresses.
Well, the fucking sewers.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that makes sense. They never attacked this part of the country, so they might not have grated up the sewers like they do up north.
Mm-hmm. Could still be open to us.
A stinky way to get in, and I don't know if Achuak can fit, but might do. I know where the Suis is. I can at least show you how to get in.
That'd be appreciated. And,
Just
guys, keep this under your hats, at least for a day. I mean, we'll obviously totally succeed in everything, but, better safe than sorry. Don't make it any harder for us by making them all aware.
Worst comes to worst, we do have a whole bunch of weapons that could be used to arm a bunch of people.
Our lips are sealed, but surely we can't keep it a secret from the town for long.
Yeah, just, if we don't come back.
If you don't come back, I don't know what we'll do.
Well, that's
Dan.
when you should at least tell everyone. But until then,
what?
the less people who know, the better. The easier it'll be for us to be sneaky.
I
And
just...
telling them would accomplish what? Cause an uprising, cause a disturbance.
I mean, it's
So
better than
that armed
it's
guard-
better than leaving everyone completely hopeless and helpless. What if after he gets rumbled, he decides to declare martial law? I mean, that's what I would do. Admittedly, it's hard to think like a prickless dwarf, but
Out of character, I think the worst part is, whether they know or not, it still is a situation where they can't do much.
sure. But I'd rather be in the know at least than not just not telling them because there's probably nothing they could do about it. It's a dick move.
But we also have the other ones that were spared.
The other ones?
That can assist.
That's true. We'll be picking them up on the route in. Like we're not going into this totally alone. We have secret backup, super
Yeah.
secret stealthy backup.
Oh,
We have an
that's
ace
good.
up our sleeve.
That is good, yes, yes.
These guys are so helpful. They have legendary actions. Everyone's nose starts bleeding. They hear that high-pitched tinnitus-y sound as the fourth wall is scratched at loudly.
But if things don't turn out well,
Yeah.
we do have a stash of equipment
Yeah,
that
we will
you
have
guys
hand
could
slices.
do something with.
And I can very easily craft out of most any living thing useful items.
Like skull
Yeah.
necklaces. No.
Bows, swords, some shields, spears, that sort of stuff. Just in case you guys want to make some kind of stand on your own.
Oh. I think that would be rather hopeless. Aside from Jessephir and Foray, none of us have any sort of martial training, and the dwarves all have heavy armor and axes and crossbows and things.
Well, with the equipment, you could potentially gather up a force of villagers that could maybe punch a way out.
Yeah, attacking them is pointless, but
Make your way, make your way south or to Avara and get the
Oh.
word out.
I suppose that is an idea.
It would be enough that you could enough people could take down one patrol of them, of guards.
I would just fear reprisals, but you may not have a choice much longer.
Hmm.
But hopefully none of that matters, and you'll all succeed and be the heroes we need.
That is the
That'd be
plan.
nice. Can I get a cute little house if we succeed?
Well, I imagine you can have a whole Thane hold to yourself if you want.
That sounds important. Nah.
Well, if any of you want houses in town, I'll personally rally the townsfolk to raise them up for you. That much I can promise. I don't think anyone will say no.
That'd be a super lovely thing to look forward to.
Somewhere in the back room, as you start talking about building houses here, Jussifir's tail starts wagging above the counter.
Adventurer friends, yay!
Adventure friends. Also potential new girlfriend, yay.
Yay!
Uh,
Yeah. At least a place to come and stay during the winter in between big old adventures. Gently elbow Victoria.
I'm supposed to save myself for my nobility.
I mean, too late for that.
Well, I mean, I am still intact.
Safia blushes furiously.
Yeah, but you've
Yes.
definitely paid in your V card, so to speak.
Look, I couldn't take it anymore.
Oh no, I
held out. I held out for weeks.
I know. You
You're
did your best.
you're not whole.
No,
You have been scratched, cut, pierced so many times.
Goodness. Not in the same context, though, I would hope.
But no one really cares so long as you only do it with the sausage.
that seems to be the idea.
Double standard, you know?
Hi, welcome to nobility. We gain our power from hypocrisy and armies.
Wait, you're a nobility?
Yeah?
Huh.
She's of House Mallard.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, we're, like, vassals to House Calliston.
Right, okay. See, I remember that one because of the, historical legacy of Bardic fuckboys.
I do not understand that.
That's okay. Probably for the best.
Farmers to nobility and raise ducks.
Not quite, Achuak.
Well, a vassal is underneath the other, and you are of mallard. Mallards are ducks. Ducks are raised by farmers.
Yeah, that's Mallard, warehouse Malliard? It's slightly different.
It would be very
Scratch
cute if
us
your
out.
house symbol was a duck, though.
Scratches out the duck symbol question mark next to Lizbet's name in his book and writes Malliard.
Scrolls in next to it. Quack? Question mark? Echo?
No, he had a symbol of a duck with a question mark next
So,
to Lizbet.
Your house is sworn to House Farmhard, right? Right?
Yeah, that's the one. It makes sense now. I've got it. I've got everything. Thank you, Achuak. Yeah, what, you're gonna be Thane Vicky Calliston, is that right now?
That would be well, as much as interesting as that idea is, I think that would cause a few problems.
How about Thane Lizzie Mallard?
Oh, no. I can't proselytize while running a Thane hold.
That's a fair point.
Unless I were to convert this whole place into a greater temple of the Supreme Goddess, I could do
No,
that.
no. I like the bunnies.
I mean, that it's fine for them to stay. I
No
Senatria
fatwa. No fatwas.
Senatria created the other gods for a reason. So of course there's a place for them in her temples.
I feel like they'd be more popular than the nerd goddess, unfortunately, even if she's a great big cool dragon. The people here, they're happy and smooth. I'm jealous of them.
Sephia's head cocked to the side. What do you mean by smooth?
I will reach out and with my only hand and rub a cheek. Very smooth.
Oh, well,
Which means everyone here is very pretty and nice.
well, I do try to take care of myself, but I don't think I'd say the same about our dwarven neighbors. They pride themselves on their lack of smoothness. To which Jalinar nods emphatically.
Anyway, it could be a bit of a diplomatic incident if I were to do that. Someone might get our pants in a knot about being annexed by a foreign power.
Just looks at Jelenar and says, and while he holds up two fingers and makes it like a quarter inch space between his thumb and index finger. This is the space that I can require.
Yeah, that'll do. I didn't realize you lizard folks were like your snaky cousins and just don't have bones. Are you like an octopus and you can just fit through anywhere your mouth can go?
There's
That's wild. Wait, I mean, Achuak could just turn into an octopus.
I don't want to see what Achuak would do with tentacles.
Kill everyone.
well,
You might try and go
When
down
I-
your throat, go down someone's throat, or into your ears.
when Jelenar says like snake cousins, there's like a slight like twitch along every scale. And his slitted pupil grows slightly wider and turns towards Jelenar.
Though I'm afraid you might have been a lizard racist.
What? Donner just
Yeah,
picks up his mug and chugs.
open his mouth slightly. The teeth are fucking out. They usually are retracted.
Ah.
I didn't know you could retract your teeth.
Do not insult me again like that.
What'd I say?
The comparison was Lizardman racist.
What?
Yeah. I didn't know that until just now.
Ah.
Imagine if someone, said that you as a dwarf were cousins with a mole, just because it also likes living underground.
What? But the mole is a great and noble beast.
It would be
It's
like
still a
calling you a goblin
beast.
for being an underground.
I'm just saying the mole's right admirable.
Oh no, the mole is. I think moles are cute and awesome. No, it'd be like calling you a goblin because you're underground.
Oh. Alright.
there you go.
Now I
Yeah,
see the comparison. Oh, sorry, Achuak. I didn't realize.
Teeth just go back in a bit and just close his mouth.
Oh, and Achuak, congratulations for having more emotions than just hungry.
Yeah, good job.
Congratulations! Congratulations! The whole tavern
Shut the-
claps.
I swear to fucking God, I will leave this call.
Yeah, well, so you all motherfuckers just seeing the goddamn end of Evangelion and everyone just clapping for Shinji. Ah, man. No, it's like, I do have, and I do understand the emotions, but I do not need to constantly express them in the same way that you do. Just points to his face. Let me smile for you. No difference.
Did you just become different smelling?
No,
Ah, okay. I really thought I was onto something then.
No, that was me, sorry.
Okay.
as you see, he just works his own face. We do not have the same soft, fleshy bits that you can do to change your face. We express ourselves differently, but we do it when we, Tilsa said, do the equivalent of feel like it.
Oh, shuck. Alright, I mean, if it's all the same to you, I'm gonna go do some nighttime sneaking. It's getting dark, I gotta go for a walk.
Yes, I should get home before Vaughn starts getting worried.
Want me to walk you back on the way?
Oh, you're sweet.
I tried to be.
Yeah.
We've got lots of practice so far.
Zephyr will indeed take your arm and allow herself to be escorted home.
I've only got the one, please!
Well, that arm belongs to her now.
Damn it. Yeah, right. That's fine. I'm pretty sure the left arm is the crook for the more masculine of the two anyway.
So yeah, you can take Saphia home, and you will find her son sitting outside playing with his slingshot again. This one you notice, it's a new one, and seems much larger than his previous slingshot.
Nice. Huh, where did you get a big slingshot from?
Oh, hi Koinu! That big horse lady at the temple gave me this. She said it was a prototype. Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's practicing because she wants to make a giant person-sized slingshot.
Whoa, no way.
I know, right?
Well, watch this. Watch this. He picks up a rock and pulls a slingshot way back, and phew, it just flies over the top of the house and out of sight. It goes so
Nice.
far.
It really does. Terrifying, but also cool.
Oh my god, Victoria has the draw strength to pull back a massive slingshot.
So we
A real
She
motherfucker.
could really pull back a big one. Oh my.
momentarily
You
cut
want
to
to-
a few streets away where a dwarf house guard is marching along on his patrol, and boom! Ah, fuck! Just gets knocked right on the side of the head, collapses. Koinu faintly hears a ringing from somewhere a few streets away. I'm gonna go inside now.
Yeah. That's fine. They'll assume an owl dropped it.
Sophia just shakes her head. Oh, he's incorrigible. Oh, good
Sadly.
luck, Koinu.
Yeah, thanks.
Mithras,
I
watch
make
over
the
you.
motion to do the fist in the hand, and then it's just the hand but curled.
She will take your hand and give you a little hug.
Aw, thank you.
Go inside.
Yeah, I'll sneak up to the phone hold. Oh no, you can't start gambling in the tap house. The shark is waiting. He'll pounce and take all your goddamn money. The crit lord.
Look, I'll beat that golden toothed dwarf one of these days.
Indeed, just as you are pulling out your deck of cards, the door to the tavern opens, and a golden-toothed dwarf, who now has an extra gold tooth, enters.
What? Just like as an earring? Hang.
No, he's lost another tooth, because he doesn't
Oh.
fucking take care of himself, so now he has two big, obnoxious gold teeth.
Son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch.
It's like he knows. He just can feel it.
So yes, would you like to try and rematch against the Dwarven Card Shark?
I have to.
Alright, how much money are you willing to gamble?
5 silver.
Alright, 5 silver. Oh no.
Oh shit.
I'll jump in too.
Fuck!
Feeling awfully soggy right now.
Ah,
Damn it.
yeah, go ahead and... you can join in the next round, Liz.
I mean, I did
Yes,
try to say I was, but
Before the rolls, yeah. He said that right before you rolled.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, sure, you can go ahead and roll then. I just did not hear it all.
At
Alright.
least the dwarf didn't win.
The dwarf does not win, but neither does Victoria. And both of them are smug in their own way in that turn of events.
So what, Lizbet just made 10 silver.
Yes.
excellent.
The dwarf grumbles at this and takes out a gold piece and puts it down on the table. Double or nothing.
Shit. That's a lot of money.
Come
No.
on, kitty cats.
Alright, fine.
Shusha.
God! Why am I so bad at 3 dragons?
The real question is, why is he so good? The dwarf will rake in your silver into his, like, dirty-ass mining vest pouch Thank you. And
I
he's
just
gonna
can never.
get up and go to the bar.
Son of a bitch. One of these days.
Jissafir will come over and boob hat you and give you a mug of ale on the house.
Thank you.
Aw, you'll beat him one day, sweetie. So, Koinu.
Meow.
Meow. I hear you want to go do some sneaking around.
I do.
Alright. Specifically, what is it that you want to do?
I want to see which guards are waiting at the front gate, like keeping an eye out on it.
Right.
And of course, in the heart of all things casual, I will smoke a pipe as I walk. So it literally looks like I am out on an evening walk, like up and down the hill.
Alright. As you walk up towards the Thane hold, you pass a dwarf who's like limping along, held by one of his friends who's got this enormous welt on the side of his head.
Ow. Are you okay, buddy?
Yeah, fucking owl dropped a fucking acorn or something right on my head.
Ow, damn. Okay. Well, I hope it doesn't leave a nasty bruise.
You could totally already see the bruise forming.
Well,
Like, if
that
that had
isn't
been a few
wrong.
inches over, it probably could have fucking killed him just right in the eye.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure that Varnus knows way better than that, because I don't think he's ready to be a murderer yet.
I mean,
I mean, he's a cat boy. They have courage and murder in their hearts, but yeah, I shall continue on my walk.
Yes, courage and murder.
Courage and murder.
so yeah, you
Yeah,
can
sorry.
arrive up at the Thane hold, and at this point in the late evening, the guard wolves are asleep in their little pen, and a couple of dwarves are standing at the ready outside. They are reclining against the stone with their axes at their sides and shields strapped to arms, but otherwise, they seem rather casual about the whole thing.
Sure.
As you approach, one of them will straighten up and take a few steps forwards.
I will transfer pipe to mouth so I can wave with the one arm.
A little late in the night for begging. Come back tomorrow.
I'm not begging, literally just walking. In fact, you guys want to smoke? Got a spare pipe?
He regards you suspiciously and shakes his head.
Oh, well, okay. Oh, well, that's a shame. Say, oh, fuck, I forgot the guy's name again already. Chain Shield?
Yeah, Chain Shield. Let me look at his first name real quick.
Dareth.
Yeah, Dareth Chain Shield.
Say, who was that other dwarf I saw out here? Rather handsome gentleman, by the name of Chain Shield? I think it was Dareth. Does he ever come out here anymore, or does he work inside?
Oh, that captain. Well, you don't look his type normally, but no, he's too high and mighty these days for outside duty.
Fair enough. Okay.
He glances around and then takes another step forward. Why?
Oh, no. It's nothing. It'd be too embarrassing to say.
Oh, come on. Should I go
thought he-
tell him he's got a lady caller? You know, the dwarf snickers.
You could. Although you say I'm not his type, that kind of sucks. It's because I'm beardless.
Well, I mean, you know, you're a bit tall.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. And I bet it's because I, not as much. No, pat my chest.
Ah. If you want to roll persuade to see if he'll actually like deliver a message for you or something. Now that
Sure.
you've shown like convinced him there's some sexual interest there, he's like, yeah, all right, I'll play along.
15.
All right, 15. I think that's enough to get this guy to just walk inside for you. All right. I'll let him know you're here.
Oh, thanks. Oh, so for some reason I'm still injured. Let's just fix that and I'll knock a hit die off. At some point I didn't rest.
Whoop.
Hot damn. Oh my god, I
What?
actually won a game. It's practice, but
Oh my god, that beard though.
Have you found like a majestic beard?
I did, but this beard is too much for this particular token. Must reserve
It's
Wow.
it.
too much. It's too much beard. How
the
concerning.
beard itself needs its own token. Oh my.
Yeah, that token was like 90% beard. Anyway, a few minutes later, and a dwarven officer with tabard and pot helm will swagger out. He'll take a few steps closer and squint his eyes. Wait, I don't know you.
Yes. But I do know you, and I was wondering if you could share a few words with me for a moment.
He looks over his shoulder at the other guards like, you fucking idiots, what did you fall for this time? And he'll sigh and say, well, I'm already out here, so alright. What is it you want?
First, I'd like to throw an insight at this guy, see if I can't get a scope on him.
Alright.
10.
You're pretty sure he came out here expecting a lady caller, and he does not know who you are.
Oh, shucks, there's still could definitely be some smoochings in for it. Hi. My name is Koinu. And I wondered if you knew anything about how the Thane is doing.
He squints his eyes at you. Now, it's like we keep telling everyone in the village, he's real fucking sick. I'm sure you all have your issues for him, but they're gonna have to wait.
Fuck. I really don't know if I should spill. There's a lot that could go wrong right now.
Hmm.
No. Okay. Well, we were just really concerned, is all. It's worrying.
Yeah, it's a shit disease. But when there's any news, believe me, the folk in the town will know. But for now, there's enough bandits and highwaymen that we can't risk his health trotting him out. One good crossbow bolt in his direction might just end him. So, you have to take our word for it, then everything's, I wouldn't say alright, but it'll get better eventually.
Alright, I'll throw one more insight there.
Alright.
This man bluffing?
It's hard to say. You're fairly certain he's just reciting a, like, canned set of lines at you. You're not quite sure if you know whether or not you believe him or not, or rather if he believes what he's saying.
Yeah, that was more the actual concern. Okay, alright. I suppose what's the story with your bailiff? You're related, right?
Huh? How'd you know that? But, yeah, he's my second cousin.
Huh, okay. yeah, it seems like he's in charge these days.
Well, what with the Thane indisposed, it is the bailiff's duty to protect the people. Of course, you have little enough to fear as long as we guards are well armed and trained to defend you. Just stay in the town.
Sure,
Our
sure.
reach don't extend that far, what with things as they are.
Yeah, no doubt. Although there are a lot less bandits out there now than there used to be. At least none of the leaders anymore.
Yeah, so we've heard fewer attacks lately, and even the Laramps are starting to thin out. Must be the end of summer drawing on.
Nah, that's... Well, I will rattle my scabbard idly. Me and my friends have been doing some venturing around recently, looking into the ogre matter as well, and there are now a few less alarms for it.
Oh, well, that's right proper good of you.
I mean, heck, it's what anyone would do. I don't know if you know how larymps function, but they're gross.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right?
Lost my third cousin that way. Terrible way to go.
Oof. Oh, I'm really sorry to hear about that. Anyway, sorry for bothering you. Don't take it out on the guard. It was mean and underhanded of me. In fact, here, I will rummage in my herbalist kit and I'll pull out a pouch of smoke leaf, so you're not leaving empty-handed at least. I'll toss
Well,
that through.
alright then. He will take it. I'll sort of weigh it in his hand a moment and then give you another look over. Listen, you bring any of those Laramp ears back here. I can probably rustle up some kind of reward for your friends. Doing your
Sure,
proper
keep that in
part
mind.
for the valley and all.
I appreciate it. Thanks.
No,
All right.
give you
Take care and good luck.
give you a nod and head on back inside. As he passes this guard, he just holds his arm out a little bit wider on his axe and just elbows him in the stomach. Oof.
All right, yeah, I will head off smoking as I go. Well, shit, looks like the cat does not know, but also he doesn't seem like a complete cunt like his cousin does. Sort of a bit of an impasse, but he doesn't seem like a bad person. This is better than nothing, I guess.
So yeah, by the time you return to town, night has properly fallen, and Jalinar has headed off to bed in his usual drunken stupor. And Farain is doing last call, which puts an end to the gold coin that Golden Tooth won from Victoria.
Oh, you mean Joseph was doing last call, you said for rain.
Yes, Jessifir. Farain is not drinking. That would be bad for her.
That would be well fucked up. She's really enjoying last call for some reason.
Well, what's it called? After the whole little talk there, Achuak went over to Rain and just wrapped his arm around her and tail.
Aw. Yes, she is quite happy to be snuggled.
I'll wander in eventually.
You know, I just had a very fucked up. But it could
Oh,
work.
fuck. God, you
You're so bad,
destroyed me.
Victoria.
I know, Victoria's
Absolute barbaric. Holy shit.
Victoria's terrible at this game, but she loves it.
The legendary loser.
She's just allergic to betting. Whenever she bets on a game, she loses miserably.
Okay, but still, I have a very retarded idea. I would like your input on it. I think it's hilarious. But you all with me?
What?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Go in as a spider. Make sure that the Thane body is alone. Return to Achuak. Go full fucking snake and stuff him down the gullet because he won't be able to hold it.
Are you
Like-
want to smuggle his body out?
Yes.
How are you gonna
Um,
get? How are you gonna get out?
Listen,
though?
listen.
Okay.
There's everything I have on me and in me is transformed down.
So wait, you literally
So
want to
if
snake body? You literally want to snake body him, and then you'd need 3 transforms, right? Though you'd need a sneaky one to get
2.
in.
Yeah, but I can release the transform for free.
Achuak's
But I
gonna
need
eat
another
the
one to
Thane
trans-
as a lizard folk.
As
Oh.
Achuak.
Oh, not as a snake. Oh god.
Oh dear. I know you. Are you physically capable of doing that? Can you do
The
that?
body has soft. Here's the thing. The body has softened up from the decomposition. Let me just tell you this. It has softened up a bit, and the joints just stuff it down. He will puke it up later. He can't hold it down for like forever and start digesting, but he can. Just long enough to get the fuck out.
Ugh.
This is a conversation.
Jesus.
I mean, it's hardcore, but it really would work, and it's kind of awesome.
Yeah?
Man, the
I
the
see.
bailiff would lose his mind if he just like all one day he goes in to look and it's like he's just gone.
That would
Where
be
did-
amazing.
Where did the body go? It's gone. It was there yesterday.
Okay, we're gonna have to ask an alchemist to put something in your stomach, though, to make sure that there is no active acid, or this is gonna be real bad, because the decomposing body will start falling apart in your acidic tummy.
Yeah, but I can just get out there, run as fast as I fucking can. Once I get out, and just yeet. Once I'm without, I can
Oh,
hold
no!
it.
Please don't mechanically vomit eat someone. Oh, I know what we eat. A giant slingshot.
Alright.
Yeah, but,
Can we not
No, but-
Necrovore,
I-
please?
no, but that's the thing. He can only hold. He can't start digesting it because it's too fucking big. So he can have it, carry it around, and when he's outside of it, because he knows where to go, he can just run to there and then puke it up and carry it.
What
Stuff his head in
okay?
the bag.
What do you?
Okay,
what's
let Mer say the thing.
Yeah. I was just thinking, like, since Captain Chainshield seems to have a personal reasons to super hate lair imps, given that, you know, they blew up his cousin. If we could find the lair imp nest, we might be able to bait out, like, at least his company of guards, so they wouldn't be in the estate while we attack it.
Okay, that is a good thing, though. Mine was fucking baller, though. That's why I was asking for your input, for y'all's input on it.
It is metal as fuck. I will not lie. It is a conversation.
It's the using
What
the
if-
mechanics
okay.
creatively.
Okay, so both ideas have merit. We could what so
Do both.
what if we did the smuggling his corpse out, and then we just pass a message, like very quietly pass a message onto the onto the chain shield to maybe just check on the Thane, make sure he's okay still. Makes it, and then he'll have to if he goes, and if he does, he'll have to report that to the bailiff that the Thane is gone.
Are you playing with rappers?
Oops.
Hmm.
DCL, what's your input? I know you have creative ways of finding solutions too.
I'm just gonna let this rock. To be honest, I kind of just want to do the eating plan. I wasn't expecting that.
But the question is, what do we do after you get the body out? Like, what do we do with it?
Yeah, that's the question.
Well, I mean, if Achuak had more transformations, he could, regurgitate him right outside of the guard barracks, so that, it just is immediately outed to everyone inside the Thanehold. But yes, the Thane is dead. But that would leave Achuak unable to escape.
Yeah. I mean, you can just do it out the front gate. When you're outside past the gate.
And I can keep my pass without a trace because this help me blends in. If I do this a little bit more, if I paint my shit the same color as the grass that is around there, it'll dramatically improve my stealth.
Yeah.
So
I like the craziness that is planned Necrovore. Please bring a soft linen bag to put him in though, for the love of God, because I don't know that you'll actually escape uncrossbowed if you regurgitate the actual just a body corpse rotting and all of the Thane. At least stick him in a sack.
Yes, I know. Pass without a trace is not invisibility. It makes you stupidly fucking hard to see though, to detect. Much like, oh, that motherfucker is not invisible, but that ghillie suit motherfucking blends in with that rock right there.
Right, I'm just saying it involves all the normal stealth rolls. So if you, say, violently vomit forth a corpse, anyone who can hear you is going to be able to figure out you're there.
I mean, then just do it at the edge of hearing distance, so that, that gives time for the body to get ejected, you time to run away, and then the guards get there to just find this abandoned corpse bag.
Well,
which is not a sentence I ever thought I would have to say.
Welcome to Be Creative.
Okay, that's a lie. That's not a sentence I ever thought I would have to say outside of a Warhammer game.
Fair.
Okay, that is true. Not gonna lie. And it would be a way to cause destabilization, but that would put the sun at risk at worst. But here's the thing, though. We only need to kill the bailiff, right?
Yeah. And get the sun
So
out.
So if we can, lure the bailiff out with that, and then just drop bare his ass. I bring the corpse. No, listen to this. I bring the corpse with me. I puke it up away from the Thane hold, and then just bag it and walk with it, or to a designated location just to meet you. Well, okay. I meet you up at a designated location, so you don't get to see all the gross shit.
Yeah, I don't want to watch you disgorge a dwarf.
And then we bring it the bailiff is gone. Then just next day, between shift or something stealthy, drop the body outside, and then wait for the fucking bailiff and whatever the guards and all that shit, and then we just drop them.
I mean, I'm not sure the bailiff would actually come out to get it himself. That's the
Okay,
big
well,
flaw I'm seeing. Like, it would strike
Yeah.
me as much more likely that some of the guards would just, on identifying it, scoop him up and bring him back inside.
Could bring him back to town, man. It's grim as
Yeah.
fuck, but
It's too bad that the sun doesn't have like really good ability to hold his breath.
yeah. So if only you could live vor your way out of this problem.
Oh my god.
That'd be no problem at all. We're like, all right, play dead. No, you need to play deader. So let's go to Jakar. Maybe as an alchemist, you can produce a potion of temporary death. Why? You don't want to know why. Just you'll have
Or,
to
you
trust
know-
us on this one.
Wait, here's a question. A person portion of unending breath, so he can hold his breath indefinitely. Well, as long as
No,
the person
I do unfortunately think that carrying someone as a living person stretching the rules a bit too fucking hard.
Okay, that is true.
Bodies may be objects that we can do with as we want, but people aren't.
Yeah,
I
no.
imagine that's
Okay.
you druid form and then crush him. It could be a brand new exciting way to try and kill someone with your own shrinking stomach.
I think more likely he would kill you, like just
Oh, yeah,
rip
you would
out
get-
of your body, or you both die. Like, I don't see that ending well for anybody involved. But then again, that's the fetish. So
Can I delete these Rule 34 tags, please?
Yeah. No worries,
Unsubscribe.
okay.
Unsubscribe.
blacklist,
Yeah.
please.
Temporary death. Yeah, potion of temporary death. That could work.
No, it's too much of a stretch and very dangerous, and everything could go wrong. You killing the sun by eating him loses us in every way. Bringing back the Thane is something that we know is in your capacity and can't blow back as hard as abducting the sun by making him assumed to be dead and hoping he doesn't die in the process or kill you by exploding out of you. God, today was a weird one.
The only reason why I'm not
Today-
pushing through with the potion of false death thing is because, yes, in your stomach, it might squish him. I don't know the logistics of how that will work. That's the only reason. I don't know them, and I'm not confident in them.
So,
Oh,
what's the take?
what is the actual plan formulating here?
I really
So-
like Plaid Swallow the Thane really a lot. It's so dumb. I love it.
So you're gonna swallow the Thane and bring him out of the Thane hold and do what? Like what's the end goal here? I guess.
Present him to the town, and then with a larger crew, march him right back up to the Thane hold and call out as many guards as possible. Make as big enough a scene that it's an obvious complete shit show and turn some guards against some guards. Probably leave our bandit companions waiting in the wings.
All right. Is everybody on board with Plan Necrovore?
I mean, I guess.
I wish
It's
I had
so
any,
crazy. I love it.
I wish I had any other title, but
No.
Wait, this is gonna be the best YouTube episode ever. It's gonna be called B Team Season 2, Session 3, hashtag Operation Necrovore.
there are many hashtags in there that I'm not exactly comfortable with.
There's one hashtag, and we're uncomfortable with 100% of them. All right. I guess if no one has any objections to this plan, then tomorrow morning, Achuak, you can head up to the Thane hold. You've already been through the infiltration part, so I don't think we need to go through the whole map.
Actually, hold on.
Hmm.
Didn't the Thane's room have a guard outside of it?
Yeah.
How loud is swallowing a body?
It ain't quiet.
I imagine if you do it carefully enough and you're a snake, it wouldn't be that loud.
It's not loud at all. Secondly, I've dealt with reptiles, both lizards and snakes eating big prey.
It's dead silent.
No more.
Yeah, I used to have
Obviously.
snakes. It ain't loud.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, eating, like, nom nom nom, chomping it down would be different, but like a snake opening its gullet
All right.
or a little
Counterpoint. This is a dwarf dude like bedecked in all his like finery with his rings and shit. Got his
rings wouldn't make
chain.
much noise. The necklaces might be something different, but
Yeah,
how loud
like,
is that?
I would ask.
Good
Basically, I would ask for a stealth check to like divest him of all the loud, noisy shit, or to swallow it quietly.
How loud is that going to be through a door, though?
That
Wasn't-
depends.
Wasn't his door?
It's solid door.
Tell you what. Before you leave, let's leave with like have you swallow some padding. So you're gonna go in with some stuff pre-swallowed
You're
to
gonna
give you advantage.
You're
to
gonna
muffle
make
the
him
door.
eat some
I will
bed
tell you
sheets.
that.
Yes.
Okay, the puking up will actually be noisy.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, no, that would be noisy.
Yeah,
it is
that'll-
really funny though, using it as you using your gullet as some kind of gross bag of holding. There, I am so enamored with the stupidity of it.
Yes, enamored by the stupidity. You do not secretly have a war
Well,
fetish.
no, I do not have that.
I had to make the
Thank you
joke.
very much.
I
All
had
that,
to make the
all
joke.
that candy-vor stuff is even that is too weird, and that's candy that's meant to be eaten.
All right. So let's. Is there any pre-prep you want to do before you go through with this,
I don't know.
other than
How-
casting Pass Without Trace and wild shaping yourself?
I don't know how many years of fur porn you need to look at before you're ready for this.
Dude, there isn't enough.
Oh, goodness.
Let's see.
I wish him good luck. I feel like I'm not. We shouldn't even risk our party approaching and waiting nearby. That's just one more thing that could go wrong. We have to leave this to the fucking dice and hope that Hedrah, hail Hedrah's our way through it.
I mean, mathematically, this should not be very hard, considering the
No,
massive stuff.
I'm just gonna knock on wood here. Mathematically simple. Never applies. We have to really hope here that the dice just decide that atoms aren't going to decay improperly for us. Does anyone have inspiration left before we get to all this rolling?
No.
I am
No.
comfortable giving everyone inspiration for everything that has gone before now. That is-
Well, trust me, it's all about to
Alright.
get spent on Necrovore, which is that's an out of context D&D quote as fuck right there.
I'm laughing at something out of context, but it's so. Oh god.
We are passing into
Yay!
a place that we have never delved before in D&D. This is
I'm gonna
new
go
ground
fetch
we
a
are breaking.
beer. I'll be right back.
All right. So, Achuak, you approach the exterior of the gates. You pass without trace yourself, shapeshift back into a Achuak, and begin your infiltration. Just give me a stealth roll with your plus 10 on it. And, yeah. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I will. Alright, here we go. I'll check. So I have a +4 there, so with that. $20.
Okay. Snippy highlighted the chat message at that exact moment. God, why have you left us? Which is a valid query at this in these
No, it's
trying
not.
times.
We know exactly why he's not here.
And yeah, so you're just a fucking spider in an underground cave. Nobody really pays attention to you, even if they could see you.
Sure thing.
Yeah, so you get through the Thane hold. It's much as you saw it before. There are guards patrolling around. There's a big construct shoved in that same corner that doesn't seem to have moved at all. There's a couple clerics in the chapel, and then you're up through the central chamber. This time you see the bailiff sitting on the throne. The bunny bard is seated at the foot of the throne, playing on her lute, while some servants are scurrying around dealing with administrata. And then you bypass them behind the throne and up into the apartments. And yeah, there's a single guard posted outside the Thane's mausoleum, such as it was. Or actually 2 guards, but whatever. And a door. And through that door you scuttle to find the Thane. He is still very much dead. Nothing seems to have changed, so let me grab an Achuak and an Achuak and put you over on that map.
Okay.
Just in case.
Okay. Did I see about how far back the guard was from the door?
He is literally immediately outside it.
Okay.
So I assume you're still in spider form until you tell me otherwise.
Yes. Okay. Just crawl over to the some bitch here. Just there we go. Just look at his size and just look at the clothes that he has. What type of clothes?
Alright. Yeah, he is wearing noble's finery. He's got like a big head wrap on, and he's got a bunch of beads and gold woven through his beard. A big heavy cloak over, not armor per se, but he has like a metal studded vest on. He's got a bunch of rings and a big gold chain that has a key, like a key ring on it, but the key itself is missing for probably obvious reasons. So yeah, he's got a bunch of jewelry and shit on him. I mean, he's a non-fighty dwarf noble, as they do.
I was thinking, okay, this is gonna actually hurt. No, but the simplest things to remove would be the head and the head what's what hat for Ren?
Yeah, you can remove that if you want. There's maybe like a few small metal studs in there, but that pretty much comes off without any issue. It probably is fairly stanky under there though, so I'm not that Achuak cares, but you know.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
it smells really, really does it?
Yeah, yeah, and then like the cloak itself is usually is it the noble brooch attached at the front there that is just clip off?
Yeah, it's got like a gold brooch on the front, and then underneath it he's got like a studded shirt on with some like finery and chains on it.
Okay, so drop the cloak, drop the hat.
Alright, so about the cloak, there is an issue there. He is
Okay,
laying on top
what
of
would
it.
that be? Yeah, but I don't care. You unclip it at the front. He's not face
Yeah,
down,
I'm just saying,
right?
like, you can't, like, get it entirely off of him. It's just going to be unclasped at this point.
Yeah, then the cloak is a cloak that, over your shoulders.
Mhm.
So unclasp it and it lay down. It's a fucking blanket that
Yep.
he's laying on.
Effectively at this
I
point,
don't need
yes.
to eat the fucking blanket.
Okay. Just making you aware that it's,
Question
like, it's
is,
going to be
does-
there still.
Yeah. Does he have shoes on?
Yeah, he has big, like, mining boots on.
Can I scuttle over and look how well secured they are?
He still has, they're, like, still laced up, yeah. In fact, I imagine if his feet have probably swollen at this point, so there might be a little difficult to get off.
No. Here's the thing. He's laying down.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's a
They
good
don't
point.
swell. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess maybe his ankles a little, but yeah, I suppose that's true.
Yeah. The fluids have actually gathered downwards. And given the fact that he's center
Okay.
Can we not?
I'm sorry. I actually work.
Yeah,
with-
I know.
We know.
Okay, so let's skip that part. So I know my shit on this. Okay, so okay, but they're laced up. That's it, right?
Yeah, they're just laced up.
This episode is never ever getting monetized.
Okay, so if I cut the laces just straight across, it'll come right up. No problem.
Yeah.
So that's easily just slice quietly, which is really fucking easy. Just pull the knife along the laces.
So at this point,
Close.
I assume by this point you have gone back to like full-on lizard
No,
Achuak?
I'm planning it out so that
Okay.
you hear.
Okay, gotcha.
This is the planning out so that you hear. So slicing up the shoelaces, and then just pulling them, easily sliding them off, and then putting on the bed, or down on the mattress that he has, or the floor. Yeah. So just put him there. And then it's just feet first. Down he goes. And this way he just slides on top of everything else and just leaves it back there. That would be the only thing that wouldn't make noise, because if it... No, actually, let me retract that. I have to start with the head, because the chains and shit are there. So once they're inside, it's quiet. It's no jingle jangle. Yes. So start with the head, slide that motherfucker in, silence the jingle jangle by, well, flesh, and then just shove the rest in.
I used to watch the movie Anaconda a lot as a kid.
Oh, do you remember that fucker? Yeah.
I remember when the
It's like
giant
it wasn't
snake
all that.
pukes that guy out, and then his eye opened
Yeah.
up because he was still alive.
And blinked and winked.
That was, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it was fucking cool. It's fucking hilarious. How fucking wrong that movie was. But anyway, so yeah, that would. Okay. I keep my ear open and see if there's. Like, it's still the same. Well, I'm gonna first check. Scroll underneath to check to see if somebody's coming or not. I will do a perception check. My base passive is 15, so. Okay, 22. Good enough. Okay. Then I'll start doing this. Yes. Just quickly scurry over there and just. Okay, let's do this shit. Wait, they're rebooting Anaconda?
Apparently, Anaconda film to be rebooted more than 20 years after the original movie. That was posted in January of this year.
Oh,
Apparently, they're
well,
making a
that's,
new movie.
That's probably a little bit more delayed than it would have been. I mean, Anaconda was wild that the state of CG and all that shit has gotten really, really good, as has practical model making. Thank fuck that guy didn't
that's
have
a good thing.
experience advantage. Yeah, Jesus.
Gross.
Nah, the camera would do that zoom out, so it's the reflection of the shadow climbing up the body.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, the background music gets blessedly louder than the noises.
Well,
So, hey, wait, hang on a sec. I have a question. Can Lizbet Lizbet know how to cast Gentle Repose?
Is that's a leveled spell on the cleric list? Yes.
Yeah, it's a spell. On the
Yeah.
list.
I can prepare anything from the cleric list. That's how
Well,
divine
if you
casters
knew-
work.
yeah, well, if you knew about this
Yeah,
beforehand,
I want to know if you actually can. I need to look up what level it is.
I mean, Gentle Repose isn't going to unshitify the body. It will
No,
only stop it
but it
from
will
shitifying further.
Yes. I want to know
Second level.
if that. It's second level.
Ah,
You can prepare that. Oh, God. Just in case we need to hold on to it for a little bit longer.
spider. Well, spider off. Oh, holy shit, start. There we go. I will spend my inspiration. God damn it, Kino, don't fucking scare me like that.
That was terrifying. Jesus Christ. You can have my inspiration if you'd like it.
I just used my own.
Okay. A goddamn crit.
You want some fucking atomic decay? Right there. Look, a 20 and an 18. Well, I will continue to keep scurrying away really far from the fucking Thane hole. Still in spider mode there. Yes. And still. Here's the thing though. Okay. No, just puke. Yeah, here's the thing. I can hold this for 3 hours, so I can literally just run down to the
Yeah,
village.
get back to town, get back to the village, and we're gonna find a place in the temple.
In the tent, not the tent. Oh, God, not the
They're
temple.
gonna be the only people who have like a fucking slab for bodies to be prepared on.
I guess you have a point there.
Okay.
I would like
So,
to think that we've already warned them that this is about to get unpleasant and she should keep this stuff to the side.
okay, so you're all prepared for that. This goddamn spider just like, okay, just run. If you see a spider, a spindly spider, just okay, leave the place. If it bites me, I will literally just revert inside its
I know,
fucking
I was
mouth and kill him.
I was about to say that's a meal I don't think it's prepared for.
And you just see this poof of feathers.
Yeah.
That yeah. Oh, that's-
I never thought my travels would ever
Okay.
end with this, or include this.
Okay,
In
I
it.
hide behind the whole slab thing and start and undo my spider form. and become
Oh,
Achuak
hi.
again.
I'm going to stand outside the room for a moment.
It just looks at all of you, and it's actually a different shade of green, and just motions you out.
Just gonna turn around and
Just starts motioning you fucking faster.
come on, Lizbet. Come on, Ruka.
Dear
Let's
dear
go.
I don't see what the problem is. I puke up stuff all the time.
No, you're not like this. Out.
You start hearing sounds coming from him now.
Reminder that Ruko is
It's
an actual dog. He cares not.
It's like that. It's that sound that your house cat makes.
Are you
when
guys
they're
still there?
like way louder.
Who is still
got
in
the
the
fuck
room?
out.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Okay. Here it comes.
I'm gonna give
Just-
Achuak a bless as I go, just because he needs it. After this, he just needs godly help.
Reminder that no matter your horror, God allowed this to happen.
It's a guidance.
No, I'm gonna give him actual bless. Because I feel like this is likely to include saves more than skill checks.
Yeah. I'll start just puking that out in a long, slimy sliver onto that fucking slab. Yeah, but I will fucking take some damage because you said they were metal studs, and I'm gonna roll a d4 on it. 15.
Oh,
It's slashing.
piercing. Oh, please slashing or bludgeoning.
Oh, it's slashing.
Hashtag unyoke.
It's just sitting down and actually breathing, taking a breather from this.
I will give Achuak a water skin.
I will give healing head pats.
You did good.
So, can we just get you to confirm, Miss Christiana, this is Thane Razard Adrien, and not a random dwarf?
Christiana will enter the viewing room and put her hands to first her mouth, then her nose, and squint closed her eyes, and she will nod wordlessly. Jakara will put a hand on her shoulder. There. It's okay. It is not really okay.
Everything is
Okay.
Daijobu.
So, from the quick glance that I could, when I first saw him, it was either by suffocation or poison. Now that we can actually check him properly, we can discern what the true nature is.
Can you divine whether or not there is poison in him?
If he was poisoned, he was killed. If he suffocated from something.
You're asking for a sawbones then, not really a cleric.
Oh, I
Medicine
wish
check.
you'd mentioned that, like, yesterday as well. I would have prepared a spell to detect poison.
A good save there. Well, I did mention it before that he was either dead from poison or suffocation because I did not see any strangulation.
And yeah, but you didn't say we'd be doing an autopsy.
I did not say we were doing an autopsy. If you're skilled, because moving the body and checking the sides and checking the mouth and the nose holes, you can see the signs of whether they're poisoned or death by things in their throat.
If you say so.
So what's the plan?
Well, does anybody have proficiency medicine skill? I have a +5 in it.
Let me check, actually.
I'm untrained in that.
I am a paladin. I might be able to doggy nose. Nope. No medicine here.
It is better than Christiana's medicine, but she can assist you.
Thank you. This will be a less than 10-minute check, so guidance will apply, correct?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Okay. So 24 with the 4. 25.
Okay. So, with a 25 and your extensive knowledge of all the horrible ways you can die from poison, yeah. You are 100% sure, once your autopsy is done, that the Thane did indeed die from poison. A choking powder was splat onto his face, and his airway constricted, and he lost consciousness and then died. However, there is a couple of points on top of that to note. Chiefly that after that, at some point, someone shoved a very large solid chunk of an apple down his throat. That's definitely not what killed him, but someone who was less good at autopsying the corpse might have found that in there, all rotten and grody as it is now, and come to the conclusion that the Thane had merely choked on an apple.
So they were trying to make it look like an accident.
Definitely.
Very poorly, apparently.
It's pretty good, except Achuak's just too goddamn smart for that.
That Achuak is better.
I guess for medieval standards, that would be fine.
Yeah, it's not like you can CSI this shit.
Yeah.
Achuak is far too experienced with murdering people to get drawn in by the simple tricks.
I mean, look, that's definitely not the first dwarf Achuak's eaten.
Oh god.
Probably won't even be the last.
Hey, don't fucking food shame him. See, anything that is dead is food.
Anything that is dead is not using its body.
Exactly. That's literally their fucking mentality. And you have seen him literally swallow live chickens.
Rules of nature. And they run when the dwarf goes down.
Alright. So yeah,
What's up?
Savin, can we call it here?
That's fine. I actually need to go up and get food before they close.
Yeah, I'm fine calling Operation Necrovore done. But I would like to, before we close it out, figure out what you guys want to do with this information.
Do we try to get like Christiana and the higher people in the town to call like a town meeting and reveal that what has happened? Or do we want to time this with like we go and we... Okay, so my suggestion is that we combine our plans now. We gentle repose this body. Go find the Laramp's nest, and then inform the guard captain about it, so that his men go deal with that. And then while he's gone, we reveal to the town the state of the Lord of the Thane. And when that shit show is happening, we sneak in through the sewers into the Thane hold.
I mean, what's the point of informing the people about him being dead in that plan?
Cause a shit show outside the estate and draw more of like the Bromnar's guards out to keep an eye on things and to corral the people back into town.
So you want to start a riot?
Yes, that would draw more attention. That would draw further attention away from us.
So the whole point of not doing that was because we don't want them to get shit stomped.
And why
We
did we do that?
don't want the villagers to get hurt, but now, right now, separated from all of them, we have the proof. We can get the Thane his fucking actual burial and get enough guards involved that it causes a riot amongst the guards. We don't want to riot amongst the villagers, because they'll get fucking killed, but the guards, that's not a matter. There's no way that for some reason literally all of them are cool with how much of a prick shit the bailiff is.
You know what we actually do?
Yeah.
We do that to draw, like, Shane Shield's guards out.
But
And then we sneak the body up so that when they are marching back, they find him just dead right outside the gate.
yeah. I was thinking about something like that, yeah.
I'm fine with all of these, I think. Whatever works.
Alright, so it seems like the plan is to just try and draw the guards out and cause chaos and dissent amongst them. Alright.
Yes.
I can work with that for prep. So, yeah, let's call Operation Necrovore to a close. We don't do XP for the B team, so instead, yeah, just good job, team. You did it. You did the thing.
We
Come
did the thing.
Come on, that's like...
That was
well
done, Hedrah.
Yeah,
Well done.
good job.
Wait, good. I'm not sure that
Jesus.
good job is the correct description, but job.
Yeah,
Job.
job, Hedrah. Job. Alright, goodbye
This is
stream,
great.
goodbye YouTube. We'll see you next week.